I didn't forward my husband the eviction notice on his investment condo until after the sheriff had already changed the locks. So a little backstory. 3 years ago, Marcus decided he was going to be a real estate investor. He'd watched maybe 4 YouTube videos and listened to one podcast, and suddenly he was an expert. He found this condo about 40 minutes from our house, called it a wealth-building asset, and put down $60,000 of our joint savings without really discussing it with me. Like he mentioned it. I said I wasn't sure. And then 2 weeks later, the wire transfer had already gone through. I want to be clear about something. I never asked to be a landlord. I never wanted to field calls about broken garbage disposals at 9 p.m. or chase people for rent. But Marcus needed someone to manage it because he travels for work. So that became my job on top of my actual job, which is teaching 4th grade. For 3 years, I handled everything. Leases, repair guys, tenant complaints, the HOA emails that came in 3 times a week minimum. And Marcus just kind of presided over it. He'd look at the numbers once a month, complain when maintenance costs cut into the margins, and call it his investment, not ours. The last tenant we had was a guy named Derek. Derek seemed fine at first, paid on time for about 8 months, then started going spotty. 1 month late, then 2, then he paid half of 1 month and went quiet. I texted him, I called him, I sent emails. Nothing. Marcus said to give him more time. So I gave him more time. By month 4 of no rent, I had a property management company tell us we needed to file. Marcus said okay and told me to handle it. So I did. I filed the paperwork, went to the hearing, got the judgment. The process server posted the notice. Derek didn't respond and didn't leave. That's when the sheriff's office got involved. They gave us a date and I put it in my phone. And I honestly just didn't mention it to Marcus. I want to say that was an accident, but I don't think it fully was. I was just so tired of being the one who dealt with everything while he collected the title of investor. He'd never once gone to the property, never met Derek, never talked to a plumber or an HOA board member, hadn't even driven past it in probably a year. But every time we were around his brother or his work friends, it was my investment property this, my rental income that, so when the sheriff posted the final notice, I saw it and I just didn't forward it. The day the locks got changed, I was at school doing a read aloud with my class when my phone started going off in my desk drawer. I checked it at lunch, 7 missed calls from Marcus, a text that said what happened at the condo. He'd found out because Derek had apparently called the number on the original lease, which was Marcus's cell, in a panic asking what was going on. That was the first time Derek had reached out to Marcus directly in 4 months. I called him back on my lunch break. Did you know about this? He said. Did you know the sheriff was going today? I told him yes, I knew. And you didn't tell me? I said I sent him everything as it came in for months, and he told me to handle it, so I handled it. He said that was completely different, that he would have wanted to be there, that this was a major event with his property, and I should have made sure he knew. I asked him when the last time was that he'd been to the property. He went quiet. I said you didn't know Derek's last name without looking it up. I know because I asked you last month when I was filling out the court form and you had to go find an old email. He said that wasn't the point. I said I thought it was kind of the point actually. He told me I was being vindictive. I told him the eviction was complete, the unit was ours again, and we needed to talk about whether to sell it because I was done managing a property by myself while he showed up to take credit for it. He said he couldn't believe I was making this about that right now. I said I'm not making it about anything. I'm telling you what's happening, same as I've been doing for 3 years. He didn't come home until almost 10 p.m. that night. I was already in bed. He stood in the doorway and said we needed to have a serious conversation about trust. I turned the lamp off. We do. I said, let me know when you're ready to start. He listed the condo 3 weeks ago. Didn't ask me to handle it.